Welcome to Tapping into Timelines. I am so excited that you have said yes to this 10-day journey and that you are here. And the purpose of this video is, number one, to welcome you in and to let you know that I am deeply honored to be doing this work and really excited to be walking this journey with you. What I wanted to share with you at the start, before we start, is how this 10-day journey was birthed and the various downloads that I've received that brought me to running this 10-day journey, because I believe that you hearing about the downloads and the energy behind tapping into timelines is going to activate you and help you to get the most out of this journey. And that is my intention. My intention is for you to experience the alchemy and the magic that I've experienced, and for you to tap into your multiple timelines. So the very first divine download that I received was at midnight one night. I was running the I'm a Magnet journey, and that is 21 modules, 21 teachings, 21 activations, all linked to connecting to your soul clients, understanding who they are, the energy of who they are, as well as how they come into your business, as well as the path and the journey that you take them on, the gifts you receive, the gifts they receive. You are creating this client runway, but connected into pure love energy the entire time. And I was in and out of dream state, and I could feel that I was traveling. I could see the multiple timelines, and I could see how we have access to these multiple timelines and how much freedom that creates. And in the moment of me understanding the truth of this, I heard a pop in my lower back, and I immediately knew that I was releasing all of the stuck energy linked to me feeling as if I was carrying my family, me feeling as if I had been let down over the years, any over sense of responsibility, all of that was released. And prior to that, I had a real problem with my back, my lower back specifically. I couldn't shop for more than half an hour, 45 minutes. I couldn't stand and cook for more than 45 minutes because my back would literally seize and wouldn't hold me up. It was really, really, really bad. I would be going to physio twice a month, if not once a week. And since that night, I have not had one incident with my back. And I only really realized a couple of weeks later, I was like, wow. So this is the magic and the alchemy that we have access to. And it is this alchemy that flows through me that I open you up to receiving as we move through the 10-day journey. So what was clear for me in that moment, and because I was doing I'm a Magnet, it was very much linked to business at that point in time. It's expanded beyond that. But at that point in time, the download was linked to how, as heart-led, soul-led business owners, we can get stuck on trying to find the one path so that we are of service, so that we are creating an impact. And we put so much pressure on ourselves to do the right thing in terms of what it is that we're supposed to be doing in this lifetime. And it removes all of that when you see that there are multiple timelines. And I used to run an activation where you connect into your most abundant timeline. And I can see now how even that was limiting, because of course there is not one most abundant timeline. There are multiple timelines, and I saw them, and it was just so expansive and freeing. And I'm going to be bringing that energy into 10 minutes a day. Since then, the downloads have continued to drop in. There's been a deepening and an expansion in terms of my understanding, seeing how it relates to way beyond just business, which is why over the 10 days, we're going to be tapping into money, love, relationships, creativity, adventure, receiving, health, all of the different aspects, because of course there are multiple timelines in our multifaceted lives that we have access to. So we're going to be tapping into that. I would say that the second download that almost took my breath away was the feeling of dropping into a moment and seeing all the timelines and understanding that life is life. Life is what it is. It holds no meaning other than the meaning that you give it. That moment of really embodying the frequency of now and then seeing the freedom of the multiple timelines, it's big. It's big. And it's something that you may understand conceptually, but it is the embodiment and the activation of it that can be so powerful. Which leads me to the third download that I had yesterday, which is why I'm here sharing this with you. And if I look back at the download yesterday, and if I look at a message that I sent to a friend where I was like, oh my God, you won't believe what I just downloaded. I look back and it seems so simple. And yet when I experienced it, it was like very and opening. So as you're hearing it, just allow yourself to open up to the simplicity, but also the activation of this. And what I felt so connected to yesterday was how we have these multiple timelines, and we could call that the field. We could call that the quantum. We could call that the energy of pure love that exists beyond us, that is us. And I connected to how we are manifesting and how we have a goal, a desire, a dream that we are working towards. Okay, so I'm going to say working towards in inverted commas, because as you know, that's part of the problem, is that energy of having to work towards something is not great, because that something is out there. And the truth is that it is here now, meaning that you are the timeline. So you can just in this moment connect to, visualize, see, understand, conceptualize this energy field that exists around us, that we are a part of. And what I have believed up until now is that we move through life and we are spirit-led. And so I'll often talk about running a spirit-led business, and I'll talk about connecting into spirit and asking spirit, okay, what now? But it's kind of flipping that on its head a little bit, because it's not so much about being led as it is about leading, as it is about you creating. So when in this field that we have, this vast, expansive, pure love energy field that we are tapping into, and that we're going to tap into in tapping into timelines, we are then given signs and guidance in the form of synchronicity, messages, opportunities, people, right? Spirit is coming in, communicating with us and guiding us. And in that way, we are receiving confirmation of the fact that we're on the right path. Okay, this is where there is a change. And that is that it is not so much confirmation that you are on the right path, because there is no right or wrong path. It is simply the manifestation of what you are creating. And in that moment, you have an opportunity to continue manifesting in a certain direction or not. So this brings the power back to you. Can you feel how empowering that is? Can you feel how you are the co-creator with spirit, as opposed to spirit leading you and you following the breadcrumbs? You are creating, and those are not so much breadcrumbs as they are outcomes of crumbs of what it is that you have manifested. And then you get to continue manifesting in that direction. You continue saying yes to those things, and it is magical because you now have access to the multiple timelines that are already here. So can you feel that those timelines, it's you are directing the journey, and they are all here in this moment. They're all here in this moment because, of course, in soul time, there is no linear time. And yes, we are human beings. And yes, on Mother Earth, we have linear time, not disregarding that, but we have the opportunity to work with magic and alchemy. We have that available to us. And when we really embody that, we can collapse timelines. 100%. We can dance between timelines. It's all there for us. And that is what I'm looking forward to guiding you through on the 10-day journey. We start 27th of November. If you would like to bring somebody else into the space, I am happy to bring them in at the same price that you paid. Just send me a DM. It's 10 minutes a day, 10 days. That's it. And the reason why it's set up that way is for you to get into like practicing a muscle, using it every day, and you will have access to these activations beyond the 10 days. So you can continue tapping in all the areas. And my wish for you, my intention for you, is that you tap into your multiple timelines and really feel the power that you have as a creator in manifesting your abundance, infinite, most potent timelines in all of those areas. I'm going to be doing it at 10 a.m. South African time. You can do it at 10 a.m. your time. There's a lot of 10 energy flowing through this activation. Or you can do it at another time if you're busy. Or you can join me live. There are no rules. There's going to be an option for you to do it live or the replay. I'm going to create a Facebook group, drop everyone in there, and I will be going live at 10 a.m. every day for 10 days, and the replay will be loaded into the membership site. So any questions, let me know. I'm sending you love. I cannot wait for this powerful journey. And I am so excited that every single one of you that has said yes, that you have said yes. See you on the 27th of November. Lots of love.